What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome back to FTB Infinity. Yeah, I know you can't tell what exactly is on my head, but it's a soda top thing. The blue things are cans of soda. And then there's a pipe leading directly into my mouth, and it's delicious. So anyway, what did I tell you we were going to do this episode? Ooh, ow. Yeah, we're going to do some stuff. But I did want to point out that I haven't done it yet. I mean, everything's still the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same, except for this guy, which I do want to make a note about. Let's make a little note. Okay, so you need this to charge regular Certus quartz into charged Certus quartz. But if you take a look at the recipe, in order to get these, you have to drop one charged Certus quartz into the puddle. It's kind of a thing. So you have to find at least one charged Certus quartz somewhere in the world so you can drop that one into the puddle in order to get your Fluix crystals to make more. But it's all good. It wasn't too hard to find, especially with the guy right here. Just switch it right to 3x3 and bam, it's amazing. It's awesome, and I love it. So, I'm actually going to be following my tutorial for this, and there's a list of supplies that I have in that tutorial, and it will be linked down in the description if you're curious, but we are just going for the basic of all basics setups for the moment. Just for the moment. I might tweak it a little bit, because I don't remember which storage cell I actually have, so I might have to expand on it a little bit to get a few more. I want at least, you know, a few 4Ks. Now a zombie's going to be dying because his helmet broke from sunlight. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be working for here in a second. But honestly, you know, I'm kind of watching my own tutorial, and it's a little bit weird, but I need to watch that and not record. So I can't do it on camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and make this setup. But this is the basic idea. Let's see if I can actually organize this in a way so you can tell what you need. Now, and again, the tutorial's down there. It's a lot more specific, but basically, I mean, you don't need this many. You need like 27 of these, like 5 of these, just some wood, just for some sticky pistons. You also need some cobble, which I don't have in this list. But it's going to be very, very simple. And I'm going to maybe end up just hooking it into the lava power that's down here. That's kind of going to be the thing we're going to go with. We're going to do that because it's easier that way. Anyway, so we're going to get this storage system up and running. And then we're going to do some other things to fill it up with stuff other than this stuff that's all over the place, because this is annoying. This is kind of a pain. Anyway, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to make this thing. I'm going to set it up somewhere-ish around this area, and I will be right back to show you what it looks like, how I've set it up, and I'll probably have all my stuff already in the system, because that's not all that entertaining. Just be like, okay, shift space click, shift space click. Which, by the way, shift space click will basically just fill up your inventory from whatever. Either if you shift space click up here, it will bring as much as it can down into your inventory, and if you shift space click down here, it'll bring as much as it can from your inventory into the whatever chest or whatever you're looking at. Anyway, let me get started on this stuff, and I will be right back. Where'd they go? My villagers are gone. They're gone, but I have this. I made it, and yeah, surprisingly I needed a full set of 4Ks. I'm so glad I had enough gold and silicone and all those other things. Silicon? I think it's silicon. Silicone is something else. Anyway, so yeah, I did make this, but I did a couple other things too, and I wanted to show you about that. The first thing is that I do want to point out that I started crafting the long process of getting the magical wood, which, as you know, can be made this way or by fluid transposing liquid XP onto a bookshelf. And it takes 8,000 millibytes. That's a lot of liquid XP. But I finally got it. Let me show you how. First of all, I have these essence berry bushes. I've kind of been collecting them a little bit you know, just from around when I go caving or whatever. And then I also have these guys that are amassing in here that I can basically just kill, just like this. And then I can take my bucket and actually grab out a few this way. So I can get one from here. I probably get two from here, really. But I don't need to anymore because, as you probably saw here, I have plenty in this one. So I can grab my buckets just like that. And this is a drain, so once I eat these berries, I can hop right on top and just drain it right into it. These things are very easy to make. Let's look at the tank, which is practically invisible. Here it is. Basically just glass panes and obsidian, not too hard. You get two of them. They're pretty simple to make. They're really, really cool. The XP drain is also very, very simple to make. And just, oh, what? Okay, I'm not in that mode. Okay, good. I was about to say, that was a little weird. But, yeah, iron bars all the way across. That's not a big deal. XP drain, good deal. Good to go. But that's basically how I've been doing it. I take it right over here to the fluid transposer. And as you see, I've already gotten 7 of them. Here's these. So then I just take my liquid XP buckets, drop them both in here, which this will give me the 800 that I need. I could take my buckets out, put it in the bookshelf, and flip this over to the other direction, and it will fill right on top. But while that's going on, we're going to get into making the inner quarry in a little bit. But first, I do want to show you something else I've been trying to do. As I mentioned before, which, by the way, I found you! I found one! I've been trying to get these pages, and I have gotten a few of them, but I need a lot of emeralds. Now, there are a couple ways to get emeralds. Obviously, you could trade, you know, vanilla style and get some emeralds that way. That's a very, very slow process, and I don't really want to do that at the moment. Well, I have been doing that, but I don't want to do that anymore, should I say. Ooh, you fans. Fans, you suck. No, you push. Anyway, so, you know, and this is the other way that you basically just come on down here. You can stick a safari net, I think is what it's called. Safari net? Yeah, safari net. And stick one of those inside this guy, and I can get some guys here. But in order to get emeralds, they need to be dropped into a smeltery. And that means this whole area would have to change a little bit and have to be built out into a smeltery, and I'd have to hook up a whole lot of things. And while eventually I will be using one of these, what are they called? Auto spawners on villagers, I'm not going to do it here, at least not yet. Because, oh, hi. Go away, man. Perfect. So what I've been doing is basically I've been doing the old style breeder. Just like this. And basically, you know, you have one guy right up top. Now you only need this 6 doors, and these guys will start breeding. But I added more just so, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of a cap or something to how many of them can be attempting to breed at one time. And I figured maybe adding doors would increase that. But just one of those measures, like, we'll see if it helps, kind of a thing. But I have a whole bunch of villagers down here. And, now, yeah, see, there's a lot of them. And then, let's see if we can catch it. I don't know. Because it's really, really slow. Like, unbelievably slow. I really thought this would be a lot faster. Basically, that happens. They breed. One of the babies gets dropped into this little smeltery thing down at the bottom. And as he's damaged, he actually increases the liquefied emerald counter down here. And then I can just click on this. And as it's filling up, it will eventually be completely full. This is 590 out of 640, which is really cool. I didn't know it did that. Anyway, once it's full, then I'll get an emerald. But this is the first emerald, and this has been going on for a while, so I will need something better. I just don't know when that's going to happen, and I'm not too incredibly worried about it at the moment. The quarry world doesn't really matter all that much as far as what it's going to be and what it's going to look like. It can be stormy, it can be whatever. It doesn't matter. I really do want the flat world, but that really isn't required. It's not all that big of a deal if it isn't, you know? So as long as it's somewhat like the overworld, I think I'll be okay. But I do want to show you how I collected them all, because I did not breed them all up. I did have the 2 over here, and that is what I said I was going to do. But, So basically what I did, now I figured something out. When you have these lanterns here, if you're already in the overworld, it won't let you use a book that is linked to the overworld, even if it's a different spot. So I can't go straight from here to a location over there. Where are you? They're this way. To the village that I have over there. So instead, what I did is I went into the nether and I put one to that side of the overworld over here. So then I can come here and I can collect all the villagers, which if you listen, you don't hear any noises anymore. I collected them all. I don't know if these guys would work. I imagine they might, just because it's pretty convincing that they'd be based on, you know, the regular villagers. But I didn't bring them just because it didn't seem to be helping all that much. But then I just grabbed a whole bunch of Savari nets, came back through here, and went back to the overworld and dropped them in that little hole that I have. So that's kind of what I've been up to. This has been a hugely long process, but now I have all 8 of those. So what I need to do is I need to make a few things for the Ender Quarry. And what I want to get right off the bat, obviously, you need the Ender Quarry, which is this sapling here, Ender Infused Obsidian. Ender Pearls are not a problem. Obsidian, I will probably have to mine for, because I do need a bit of this, and I don't think I have enough. But I can mine that up without too much of a problem. I need some more here and an Eye of Ender. Eye of Ender is not a big deal. I already got the magical wood, so I can make both of those. The diamonds, I believe I already did go mine, so that's not a big deal here. And what do you need? 4 more diamonds. Again, I believe I have that. Another Ender Infused Obsidian and some burnt quartz. Not a big deal. These guys are going to be a little bit harder. More diamonds, some iron, Eye of Ender, but other than that, they're really not all that difficult to make. So this guy's fine. You have the upgrade base, which is used for the world hole upgrade, which I really do want to get, and it's really not hard to make. You need the base here, which is a QED recipe, but that's fine. Ender Infused Obsidian and some burnt quartz. It's really pretty simple. But other than that, you just need a trash can. Really, really simple. And a couple pieces of quartz, which isn't going to be a big deal. The other upgrades I probably won't be worried about just yet, because it does need an enchanted diamond pickaxe. My XP situation is a little bit and my power situation is not all that great either. So I'm just going for a really, really slow moving one at the moment, but eventually I'll be able to get enough supplies to actually do something really, really cool. You know, some really, really cool things in the future, and it's not going to be a huge deal. But I am going to make all this off camera. I'm also going to make the world that I'm going to mine in off camera, because that's all kind of boring. I'm just going to be sitting here looking through all these pages, picking the ones I want, putting it into a notebook, setting everything up, and going to a new age. And I don't really need you guys to see that. I mean, it's not all that difficult. If you want to know what pages, you know, I used in it, that's fine. But, you know, I can look through it later and show you. But as of right now, it's not a huge deal if you see that. Anyway, so I need to get cracking on making these things. Oh, before I do that, I also need the, what is it, Ender marker? Yeah, I also need these guys, which are also pretty easy, just a QED recipe, so it'll take a little bit of time to get 3 of them. But other than that, I need the markers, I need the quarry, and, you know, just like a chest or something. I don't know if I'm going to hook up the Ender chest style thing just yet. Let's see what the Ender chest actually takes. See if it's difficult. More obsidian and chest, wool. Actually, no, that's pretty simple. I might end up making a couple of these to see if I can import it directly into the system. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. Well, you'll find out here in a few seconds, but I'm going to find out eventually. And in the next cut, I will show you what I've got going on and what things I did to get there. Yes, it's raining. Just what I always wanted. What's up, cows? This thing is now gone. Yep. I've been working on a few things, and I did a lot of things off camera. Well, not like a huge amount or anything, but like a bit. A fair bit. So I told you I was going to do the Ender Quarry, but I was started doing some other things, and I'll get into that later, but at the moment... Oh, noises. So this is age 10. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been keeping track, but I only had like 2 or 3 before. I went through, yeah, bad. Yeah, very bad. This one was horrible. It damaged me as soon as I started getting in there. It was, I don't know why I'm keeping these things, but I just kind of decided why not. But 7, 8, 9, yeah, they all kind of, they're pretty crappy. Age 10 is also crappy, just not as crappy. So this is the quarry world that I've decided. Now, I have this platform here because I do have a status effect. When I go, yeah, it looks a little weird. It's kind of cool though. It's kind of cool. But when I go out here, I get hunger. It's kind of annoying. But over here, you'll see my setup. I made another lava generator, second tier, tier 2 lava generator. Hooked it up to the quarry. It's processed 25,000. It's actually going fairly quick for what it is, because usually the lava generators, they're not all that powerful. Don't worry, we will get into much better power sources. Not too long from now. Now that I have a quarry, I'll have the resources and stuff that I need to do things. I just have to wait long enough to get them. But for now, we're good to go. You know, it might be a little bit slow, but we are getting things done. We are getting supplies, and that is exactly what we wanted. Here's the big hole that we've gotten so far, and here's some corruption stuff. I don't know, fibrous taint. So, yeah, I don't know what this stuff is. I don't seem to get it when I pick it up. I guess, I don't know, maybe some touch or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know if it's useful for anything. But this world has a lot of tainted stuff in it. I just hope it hasn't penetrated all the way down to the ground so that I can actually get some things going. But it is spreading. It is definitely spreading. It started, I don't know, it was like over here-ish, and it spread all the way over here. So apparently, I don't know, this thing loading the chunk, I don't know how that works, actually. I don't know why it's spreading when that chunk isn't loaded. It doesn't really matter too much. The basic idea is that I now have an ender quarry. It's going strong, and I already pointed out all those recipes and everything. Shouldn't be too difficult. Whoa. There we go. Thank you. That was a little weird. Couldn't get through. Anyway, so these things are pretty cool as well. I don't know what they are or why or what, but this is all wood, like... It's a weird twisted trunk, and there's weird like glowstone things. There's sand here, there's the tainted area here, there's forest here, there's like extreme hills style stuff. I don't know, there's a lot of things in here, but it is unstable. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but this is basically just the world. Whoa, say words right, Xogue. This is the world that I will be using. Curious. Oh, I thought that was marble for a second. I was like, ooh, I get marble too. So, yeah. Anyway, so this is the world that I'm quarrying in. And that's kind of a thing that I'm working with. So, and I'm having huge lag problems, and I don't know why. One idea I have is that it's actually a conflict between, you know, there's my control zoom thing, by the way. Probably shouldn't have looked at a wall when I did that. But I'm thinking there might be some kind of a conflict between it's getting there, between Optifine and Fastcraft. Because if you look here, I forgot, I can't point. Let's try to do it this way. If you look up here, it says Fastcraft. Now there's an update available, but I don't know if that's a thing. They do similar things, you know, speed up Minecraft. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of a conflict between them or something that's making these huge little, it's not really, it's a frame lag spike. It's not like a legitimate lag spike because that relies on internet and stuff. But anyway, I do get these spikes every now and then. So if you see those, I do apologize. I'm trying to figure out what's doing it. If you know what's doing it, let me know. You know, I'll try to smooth things out as the series progresses. But for now, I kind of got to deal with it because I don't know what's causing them. I have a mini I have my mini spot loader here, which is something that I should mention. Let's go ahead and do chunk. First, you need to get the enchantment table, and then you make this guy with the chunk loader, and then to get the spot loader, you get 10 of them from one and a bunch of ender pearls, which we know I have ender pearls. I probably should switch out the wither skeleton stuff over here with the enderman thing. But now that I'm here, let me turn around real quick. Whoa. What? Oh, what? Yep. So here's the deal. Here's what I've got going on right now, and these fans are really annoying, so let's go ahead and turn them off. I basically, you know, obviously, what do I have in there? I wonder. Villagers. Why are there a whole bunch? I'll get to that in a minute. So, you know, I have my safari net in there with a villager. Exact copy is on. I probably should turn that off because now they're all that exact same type. I didn't know it would do that, but it's kind of cool that it does. So here is my predicament with this thing. Right? Let's, for a second. Go into the hole, man. The hole is your home. Go be with your friends. So, the way a Tinker's Smeltery works is that in order for entities like this to die, they have there has to be something in it first. And that's okay. You know, that's not a huge deal. I can do something like that. But for example, let's use what I have been using in the past. Let's not let him pathfind out. Ooh, I guess I can't do that right now, can I? Ha. I can't just smack one of these guys, can I? No, I can't. Darn it. I've been using blood. That's kind of what I've been working with. For now, let's go and do... Do I have anything that I can actually drop in this thing? I don't think I do. But when I use blood or something else like that, I can't really... Ooh, let's just go ahead and drop a... Do I have any blood? Anything? I do. Perfect. I should be able to drop this back into the smelter, and it shouldn't be a big deal. I shouldn't have to go back in there. Anyway, so... provided this works, yes it does, and it goes quick. Look at that. Now, all of these villagers here are going to start dying now, because now there is some kind of a liquid here that will hurt them. And that's all good and fine, but the problem is, when that happens, the blood stays at the bottom. There is no L in bottom. The blood stays at the bottom. And, you know, then I get my liquefied emeralds. As soon as I switch that over, this thing will start ticking over. And I will get everything that I need here. You know, and this will actually create an emerald and then suck it out through the bottom that I have set up over here. Let's see if I can snag this direction. Here we go. That's work. So basically what I have is just a little old item conduit thing, extracting this stuff. You know, directly into my ender chest, and that way I don't have to worry about anything along those lines. And this, you know, that all works. Now, why is there gold? Because for some reason, last time I tested this, after I emptied it, just like it is, well, just like it was, see those gold coins? I don't know why, but somehow those got melted down in here and actually turned into gold, and I got 2 nuggets worth. So I figured maybe it would keep going if I let the villagers continue, but that doesn't seem to be a thing. I don't know. I haven't gotten any more gold, but I'm leaving it here just in case that decides to clog things up. But now the blood is at the bottom, and yes, it will kill the villagers, but as soon as it starts to kill them, if we go down here, now the liquefied emerald is right on top, and that will just continue to build up forever. So if you haven't grasped my predicament, it's that I need something in here to start damaging these guys, but whatever's in here to do that will be stuck at the bottom, and my auto creation of emeralds will be halted for that time, which is kind of a problem. I don't have a big enough flow of villagers to keep it full, you know, for as long as, you know, it can. It's just, it's not enough. So if you have any idea on how I can remedy that situation, I would be most grateful, because this is amazing. I love this concept. It's going directly into my system. All of these are now going directly into my system. These guys, so I'm getting a bunch of blaze rods from them. As soon as I come over here, I can kill all these guys, which is pretty awesome. I love this. This is just great. It's amazing. Let's go check out how many wither skulls I have now. And I'm getting XP down here, which is really cool. 5 last minute XP runs. Good to go. Enchantments. Oh my goodness. This is the only problem with this situation, is that I have to line myself up perfectly with the hole, and it's kind of a pain. Anyway, so these souls can now go away, which I haven't done yet. But if we go to my system, you see, oh, there's a lag spike. Blaze rods right here, 1,499. Wow. Wither skeleton skull. Yeah, I have 16 of those. Sweet. That's not a problem. Emeralds, I think they were already there. I see I'm already up to 22, which is actually perfect, because these guys... Now, these guys are kind of weird. You see, there's no arrow here. What are you? Oh, it's one of those. Okay. But the basic idea, usually when when you talk to a villager or whatever... I came over here for some reason, but whatever. You know, you unlock a trade, but that old trade is still in the, in his list. It just kind of goes, you can scroll back and forth. But these guys, as soon as you put in and take this out, now you can probably get them as many times as you want, such as the notebooks, which it might have been beneficial just to wait. Not sure. But you see the sparkles, and then it's a brand new one. You know, there's nothing else here. So I can take this one and get a brand new one again. But the notebooks that they give you are really, really cool because they're filled with pages. East direction I didn't have. Gold ore I may not. Liquid DNA block. What the heck is that? Kelp forest. That's a thing? Kelp? Bayou. That's Bayou, right? I think so. Mushroom Island. Oh, perfect. That's cool. I like those. Those are good for passive spawn farms and stuff. Well, at least in vanilla. You don't really need them here. Orchard biome, savanna, jungle edge, quagmire, spontaneous explosions. I already had it. Spheres. What does that mean? Cave world I already had, and meteors I already had. So I didn't really, I already had a whole bunch of these already, but it's okay. That's all right. We can deal. So basically, we're just going to keep going back and forth, and here's yet another one, so I can wait until I get 20 more emeralds and get some more of that. So what this is going to allow us to do is actually make my home world, the world I want to build my big, awesome base in, and then a lot of this stuff is going to be moved over into that after I get some decent things set up and choose locations for them and all that good stuff. But that's what I've been trying to work on. That's why I did this whole villager setup, and now it's kind of, I don't know, it does require some manual tweaking in order to make it work, and I'm not a big fan of that, but it is a thing that has to happen. So yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about that too much. Are the fans on? Are these fans on? They are on. Why am I not getting blown right here? I should be. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so so now I'm just waiting for these guys. You know, I'll just wait for a bunch of it to stock up, and then I'll come down here manually and just click on the emerald, be like, oh hey, do more emerald stuff. But over time, I will build up in the emeralds. I will be able to trade for a bunch more pages. Ooh, fly. You know, and then I'll be able to make my my homeworld. Ooh, that thing is floating towards me. That was cool. Ooh. Oh, I couldn't do it twice. Anyway, so that's the basic idea. So that way I can make the base world, the void world that I want to live in. I should eventually get all the pages that I want. Shouldn't be a big deal, and I won't have to go and find libraries anymore, which is an idea that I'm really, really liking. But yeah, so things are going pretty good. Things are going pretty good. Now, I know I kind of skipped a few things in this episode. Oh, my soda hat. Forgot about that. I know I kind of skipped around a bunch, and I did a lot of things off camera. And if you wanted to see that kind of stuff, I do apologize. I don't know why that was glitching so much. That was weird. But, you know, I do apologize if that's something you wanted to see. But, I don't know. I kind of found that, I don't know, I just had some time to kill, but I wasn't prepared to record. But I wanted to play. And a lot of you guys do like, you know, progress. You like to see things happen. And I don't blame you. That's what I like to see too. But for those of you that like the Let's Play style, you know, actually seeing me go through everything and do everything, I will try to do some more of that in the future. It's not always going to be me doing a whole bunch of progress. So if that's something you wanted to see, then don't worry. Some of that will be coming. I will be sure to actually set out some time and just kind of basically record straight almost, just showing me do everything. And that way you guys get a little idea, a little insight into how I work and how I do things, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's about all I have time for in this episode. So if you liked the episode, click that like button. You want to see more, you want my videos sent directly to you, then don't forget to subscribe. Comment, favorite, share if you feel like you want to. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.